That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast with Ali Oxenfree and CALLYROC.
Recording. You now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. I am your gracious host, Ali Oxenfree.
Yes.
With my brother,
the one and only CALLYROC Steady. You know what I mean? With my ace of aces, Mr. Ali Oxenfree. How you doing, brother? Nice to be with you on another episode on the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast, Zoomcast show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Only strong survive.
I hope everybody enjoy the beautiful art in the background as my arm fades in and out of the dimension. Oh, it matches your shirt.
Oh, snap. What a coincidence.
Hell yeah, it's the king in New York. Oh,
man.
The Kings in New York.
Wow, that wasn't planned.
That's what's up. What you drinking on? What you sipping on, man?
Oh man, some of this brown. You know. You know, I'll give him a little pluggy plug. You know what I mean? The doggy always get me right a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But a lot going on today. You know what I'm saying? This was the yesterday was the was election day, right? Was it today or yesterday?
It was yesterday.
It feels like one long ass day, man.
The one long super tally.
Because they still counting up these votes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I want to say it looked like Biden's gonna win, but you never know how this bullshit go. You know, the Russians might do some hack or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean?
Or the Chinese.
You don't know how this shit go. You know, Trump ain't the type to want to go out. He, you know, just like that. He want to do some bullshit. But you know, the world is changing, and we just gotta adjust. That's all. You know what I mean? Regardless of whoever the fuck win, they both, you know, both what they say, two different heads of the same whatchamacallit?
Same coin, two left and right wing on the same bird, all of that.
Yeah. But
one is the baby face, the other one is the heel. It's like
exactly. You know. But again, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta do what we always do, which is adapt. You feel what I'm saying? And in saying that, there's a changing world. And this episode on the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast, we're going to, you know, suggest some ways that the peoples can equip themselves financially for the years to come. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got pre-COVID and you got post-COVID. You feel what I'm saying? You know, life as we know it, I believe, will be very different in the coming years. And this show we just top 5 in the 5 ways to get to the bag.
Get to the bag, absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? So again, these are opinions, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm by no means a financial analyst or specialist or nothing like that, but I'm a black man in this country. You feel what I'm saying? As so is my colleague, and we trying to get it the best way we can, and we're going to suggest some ways that you can get it the best way that you can, good peoples. I mean, so this is the top 5 best ways to get to the bidag.
As I do this, I change my mic in the middle of the show because I'm super professional.
Hey, that's the beauty of the show.
Can you still hear me? You can still hear
I can hear you.
All that? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm gonna put on my because I think this is an important show, and I want everything to go smooth.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is on the fly. You know what I mean?
As you would say, adds to the charm of it.
Yeah, it adds to the charm of it. You know what I mean? So again, you know, this is like this is like a survival kit edition. You feel what I'm saying? Because again, we, you know, I don't like all this uncertain time stuff. You know what I mean? This is, you know, I don't think anybody has anything to fear. You know what I'm saying? You know, of course, the unknown is always a little bit scary, but if you come equipped, you could do this shit fucking right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the other side is not smarter than y'all. Okay, the other side is not smarter than us. You feel what I'm saying? You know, so again, you know, for all our people, you know, young and old, you know, this is just some suggestions on how to equip yourself financially in the years to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, a lot of this information is going to be common sense. A lot of it is going to be things you might not even thought of, especially for me personally. You know, a couple of things, you know, on this list of things that I'm just learning within the last 5 to 10 years about.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's why we figured, you know what I mean? Like you said, we're not experts, but we're dudes that are you know, always thirsting for knowledge. And as we get knowledge, you know, you're supposed to pass on knowledge as well. So
for sure. Yeah, and that's the beauty of the age we're living in now, because all the information is out there. You know, like you said, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is knowledge that we acquired within the last maybe like 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? You know, with people posting up different stuff. You got people like one of my inspirations, Jay Morrison. You know what I mean? Follow him for a long time. He does the real estate thing. You know, just a plethora of information out there. Yeah. For you guys to look up and analyze and apply to your life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no more excuses anymore. You know what I mean? And I love that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of information that's out there now, you know, you either had to pay for it, go to a seminar, or be lucky that somebody in the position will pass down the knowledge to you. You know what I mean?
And I've been to a Rich Dad Poor Dad seminar back in the day, and it was amazing. But you know, it's still a hustle. Them, you know, because they're gonna give you but so much information, and then they're gonna offer you additional course or whatever. You know,
At the end of it, they're gonna try to sell you the book. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what you said. Like back in the days, me and my son's mother, I remember us going to these seminars and bringing the notepads and stuff, and them motherfuckers talking like a million miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? You try to jot it down. There's a reason for that shit, because they want you to buy the literature at the end. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Now, thanks to the internet and social media and stuff like that, all you got to be is curious about something. Look it up, and it's there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this stuff that we suggesting today is as simple as somebody, you know, being hungry and getting on the internet and doing the research for their goddamn self. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, again, this is a Top 5 DOA podcast Zoomcast, and today we will be covering the top 5 ways to get to the bizag. You understand?
Bizag.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the ducats. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
To the fetty.
To the fetty. Classic. Yeah. Fetty is classic. You know what the number 5 way to get to the bag?
Yeah, I do.
What would you say it is, brother?
We suggested crowdfunding,
aka straight up begging, give me, nigga.
Straight up asking for the bread. And it works.
We're not at all suggesting panhandling anything illegal. You know what I mean? We're talking from a cooperative economics standpoint of gathering resources. For it could be for a myriad of reasons. You know what I mean? Like we said, we saw another. Yeah.
Not to cut you. What do you say? Guacamole economics? What was that word?
Cooperative economics.
Oh, cooperative. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Kuji Jagalia, I think it is.
In Swahili? Kuji Jagalia? I think that's it. I'm not sure. I gotta brush up on my Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much crowdsourcing has become, like, in the last 10 years or so, it's become extremely big, especially on the internet, because you got a myriad of sites like Kickstarter and GoFundMe, Indiegogo, Patreon, stuff like that, to where you could gather money from individuals, angel investors or whatever they're called, for different things. Some people do it to go to school. Some people do it to get money for bills. You know what I mean? Some people, unfortunately, do it to bury their loved ones. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's like the number 5 way to the easiest. You know what I mean? Less manpower way of getting to the paper.
Yeah, I've heard about that. People had suggested that. I remember people suggested that to us with the Kicking It Kids project, some crowdfunding.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What's some do they have any crowdfunding apps or sites or whatever? Well, you said Kickstarter is the most prominent one.
Yeah,
right?
Kickstarter, Indiegogo, GoFundMe, a lot of shows and whatnot, like YouTube shows, podcasts. They have like Patreon. That's kind of like a crowdsourcing type thing. Well, for Patreon, they will have like additional shows or added footage that they only given to their Patreon supporters who are paying maybe like $5 a month and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So Patreon is definitely something, that a lot of podcasters use. You know what I mean? Eventually, we'll probably be using that as we build our audience. You know what I mean? To give out exclusive content and whatnot to people. Yeah.
Well, an approach. I remember you had told me, you had suggested for me to watch something. And again, people, like, the general approach to something like this would be to explain your mission to whoever it is that you trying to request these funds from. Don't just go, yo, give me some bread, man, we gonna do it. Nah, don't do that, because I will tell you no. I'll tell you straight up no. You ain't getting no bread for no. But it's like, I would suggest, when you approach people who probably have the same agenda as you, or can see your vision. You basically pitching them an idea. You feel what I'm saying? You pitching them the idea, and you kind of assure them that they get a return on they. Oh no! I don't want to say that.
No, well, if you're getting like investors, then but usually for crowdsourcing, they're getting, they might, like, if you do like a Kickstarter, for instance, they might get a certain incentive to give a certain amount of money. So, for instance, we were doing it for Kicking the Kids. If you pledge like $50, you get the signed book, you get a shirt and a hat and things of that nature.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll usually set a goal. So if they don't raise a certain amount of money, within a certain amount of time, sometimes that money goes back to the people that are donating to the cause. You know what I mean? So there are stipulations depending on what avenue you're going to, what site you're using. There's, just, I would imagine they check for people scamming and shit like that.
Yeah, I was actually talking about, like I said, when you had suggested me to watch that thing, that dude who got the slap like you, he said that no, he was trying to get people to contribute money to him get property or something like that.
Yeah.
He was telling them that they would get a return on their buck. Now, you know, I would suggest that, you know, when people, if you go routes like that, have paperwork involved and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, make people sign stuff and all that type of shit. Never go off the strength. Or at least for me, I believe, don't just go off the strength of like, yo, I got an idea, give me some bread, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like, you know, be on the level. You know what I'm saying, and get some paperwork involved. But what we actually is talking about, like, you know, specified crowd funding sites and stuff. That's a better route, because then I guess these sites, they provide, like, I'm not too familiar with Kickstarter and stuff like that. It's like you can just go on there and contribute to somebody's project, right?
Yeah, you can. You can go in there and just, you know, search. I guess they have probably like search menus and type of things that you might be interested in. People get money for a book that they're writing, a screenplay, or I've seen. Matter of fact, De La Soul. I forgot the name of the album. Maybe the producers will post it up right now.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. They put together a whole album through crowdsourcing, utilizing other people's money. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the crazy thing, the album was very good. Very good album. Yeah, it might have been their last album that they put out. I can't remember the name.
Okay. Now this is in the vein of getting to the bag, right, y'all? This is the 2020, because, like, you know, before social media and all these apps and stuff like that, you know, it would just be straight up just asking for the bread. But in the times that we are in now, you see, they have things to facilitate going that route. You know what I mean? As far as like, yo, contributing to people's specific cause. So that's a very dope way of getting back.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So have a project that you believe in, and hopefully some other people believe in, and shit, they contribute to your cause.
Yeah.
You know, like minds, you know, like minds find like minds. You dig what I'm saying?
I've contributed to some causes, and I've contributed to people's Patreon. You know what I mean? Did like $5 a month or something like that. You know what I mean? Just to support something that I found entertainment and, you know, and knowledge and wisdom from. So
that's dope.
Yeah. So
I ain't
people
gonna
out there doing
I ain't gonna ask you what it was. That's your business.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So number 4 on the list of 5 ways to get to the bag is probably the most obvious way to get to the bag, to get to some paper, to get you some guap, some fetty, some moolah.
Selling some crack?
Nah.
Oh.
That's in the 80s and the 90s. We're talking about in 2000 and the 20s. We're living in the 20s now. We're not living in the 90s. We're living in the 20s.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was going to say just get a goddamn job.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo.
See me? Since 14, I had a job.
Man, let me tell you, there's an interview floating around out there with 21 Savage, man. I don't know if you've seen it, bro. And it's hilarious. I love how he broke it down about, you know, people just getting a goddamn job. These young boys especially just getting a job, because I don't know, when people shoot themselves in the foot as far as their perception of a job, right?
Yeah.
Because like it put a bad taste in people's mouth. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like working. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody but it's how you look at this thing. All right, your job or your 9 to 5, however you want to put it, right? I used to put it in the vein. I used to consider it like slavery, right?
Yeah.
Now, again, it's perception. You understand what I'm saying? You should never look at your job like slavery.
Mm,
You should look at your job as your first investor. You feel what I'm saying? Look at your job because you know, have a goal, and look at your job as the person or the entity that is funding your goal.
Exactly. So yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you keep going to work and thinking like, oh, fucking slavery, eventually you're gonna start, you're gonna fuck yourself. You're gonna fuck your mind up with that type of thinking. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if you're working paycheck to paycheck, try to find a way to put some money aside for your goal.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get caught up because your job is just gonna give you just enough, right? It's up to you to have some discipline and focus on your goal and have your job fund your goal. Your job should be seen as your first investor, because whatever project you get into or whatever business you want to get in, you're gonna want people to pay you. You feel what I'm saying? Or you're gonna need the bread to acquire new equipment, this, that, and the third. Let your job be the first investor.
Yeah. Now that this, of course, is going to individuals who have ambition, because the majority of the people who really feel like slaves to a job are people who don't have no ambition or any set up goals. They just live in life and just feeling and wondering like, why am I feeling so,
right,
down about going to this place every day? Because you haven't found what it is that you want to do, whatever your passion is.
And like you said, it's a choice, right?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing wrong with living paycheck to paycheck if that's what you want. If you cool with that, that's fine. We're not here to down nobody on their lifestyle or what they choose to do. You can have zero goals and be going to your job and just enjoy going to the job and fine. You feel what I'm saying? That's cool. We talking about the people who want to, this is a top 5 Dead or Alive podcast about getting to the goddamn bag, not about staying in the fucking rut, not about going in fucking circles. You dig what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, this is about forward movement, mobility.
Yeah, and if you ain't got no ambitions, you shouldn't be watching this podcast. This podcast ain't for you if you ain't got no ambitions. This is for the people who got fucking ambitions and want to get out of their fucking situation.
Absolutely. So, in terms of jobs, a lot of people. So we're in New York City, so we had summer youth. You know what I mean? That was a lot of kids' first jobs. My first job actually was working for some messenger company, and I think I did my first. I was a foot messenger, and I did one delivery. No, I think I worked the whole day, but my last delivery, I went to deliver it to the place, and the place was closed or something like that. So I had like a 14-year-old brain, and my 14-year-old brain just told me to take the package home. So when I got to work the next day, they fired me immediately. So yeah. So that was my first job.
Did you get paid in the little yellow envelope?
No, that was another job. This was a job way before that one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I did messengers before. As a matter of fact, I think we worked together.
Yeah. We worked at the same place.
Yeah.
Was it U.S. Lawyer Service or some shit like that? Something lawyer service.
That's where I met SF. If anybody in the graffiti world, I remember SF worked there. Vesa worked there. That all my New York City graffiti heads. You know what I mean? This had to be like what, 19, maybe like 94?
No, really?
93?
93-ish?
93.
Yeah.
93. Around there.
Yeah.
I remember you used to get paid in them little fucking envelopes.
Yeah.
They actually had the nerve to have change in that motherfucker sometimes.
I'm so insulting. I'm like, it's just way more change than his bills in this bitch. God damn.
Incredible, man.
Yeah.
But hey,
Wow.
I appreciated it. They got me some weed.
Yeah.
You know?
But the thing is, the beautiful thing about now is that in this day and age, you have gig culture. You know about gig culture?
What's that?
Gig culture is basically getting like little gigs here and there. Uber driver, Lyft, Uber Eats, Instacart, Postmates, DoorDash, Winolo. You know what I mean? So if you got a bike and you willing to work to get some bread, it could be for, you know, because you're out of work and you need something right now, or it could be to supplement your income. You know what I mean? To add on to what you got. So if you got a bike or you got a car, you can get busy. You know what I mean? And real fast.
That's the beauty with New York City, man. I mean, there's always a way to get some bread. There's always a way to get some bread. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're talking about legally. You know what I mean? But in New York, there's always an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to. You know what I mean? And it's a starting point. I know a lot of guys that just got out of prison who's looking for a way to start, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, these new apps, Amazon Flex and Instacart, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty again, technology and where we at today. All these things are available today. You feel what I'm saying? That we didn't have back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? So although, you got things going on, the epidemic, this, that, and the third, hey, people still got to eat. You feel what I'm saying? There's still money moving around. You know what I mean? Yeah. Definitely a way. Again, we talking about ways to get to the bag, and that's definitely a dope starting point. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's definitely an alternative to the traditional job, especially if you're someone who's in the arts. You know what I mean? You're a musician, an actor, an artist of some form, and you got to kind of be free to do what you got to do your shows, to do your networking, whatever. You can, you know what I mean, pick your hours and do what you got to do.
See, and you're right. And on the job tip, if you that's on the ground level. I would suggest to anybody, go online and look up these city tests and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a felony, there's still some objections to the rule. You gotta keep shooting until you hit something. You dig what I'm saying? Take them city tests, get a fucking CDL. CDL is very valuable out there. You feel what I'm saying? Driving. Get your driver's license and get a CDL. Motherfuckers, there's always work for dudes with CDLs, and they pay very well. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't want to do the menial stuff, the manual labor, general labor, you know what I mean, stuff like that, get yourself a CDL and get some big paper, And again, I'm talking from the aspect of like, just the grassroots on the ground level. You know what I'm saying? Like just starting. You know what I mean? Like again, I know a lot of people that just got out of prison and they looking for work. You feel what I'm saying? And they might not want to, we ain't talking about going to McDonald's, y'all. Although, much props to people in those sectors and doing those type of jobs, but we talking about getting to the bag. You feel what I'm saying? So take those city tests, whatever's available, you know what I'm saying? Take shots in the dark and get a fucking CDL. You know what I mean? Those are two great ways as far as like when we say number 4 being getting the job. Those are great ways to get started.
If you're in the New York City area, I think what is DCAS, the website where they have like a lot of city exams.
Go down to DOT. You know what I'm saying? But there's a central database for all citywide service employment. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, during the pandemic.
I think it's DCAS.
Yeah, DCAS. That's it, right?
Yeah, I think that's what.
Yeah. Right now, a lot of those tests are postponed because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
But the pandemic ain't gonna last forever, y'all. You
Ain't
feel
gonna
what
be forever.
It ain't gonna be forever. You know. And you could actually put your kids through college landing one of these fucking gigs. You dig what I'm saying? So number 4 is get a job.
Oh yeah, definitely for people, fucking Amazon be hiring like a mug. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for a gig right now, check out Amazon. I know a couple of people
right now they're Amazon has their delivery services, and they also hire logistic companies to get drivers as well and delivery people as well. Logistic companies is Amazon outsourcing and hiring companies to do deliveries for them as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because right now, again, there's a gift and a curse with this pandemic stuff going on, and a lot of the brick and mortar stores are closing down, this, that, and the third. But people still, like I said, people still want to eat food, and people still, they're ordering stuff online more than ever before right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So if you can get yourself into a nice delivery job, like the Ox said, you know what I'm saying, Amazon is definitely a route. You know what I'm saying? A good route. You go online right now and you will definitely find a position as far as delivery service. You got FedEx, you know what I'm saying? You got
because especially with the this whole COVID thing, delivery services is like through the roof. So that's why, I was saying, things like Instacart and all that, DoorDash, all that stuff is
big
crazy.
Time.
But like you said, the Amazon shit it's crazy right now because everybody is ordering, everything now. Most of the stuff I've been buying in terms of like clothes or electronics has been through freaking Amazon. You know what I mean? I hardly go to a store like that anymore, which is crazy. So
brick and mortar is hurting right now. They're hurting right now. When we say brick and mortar, we're talking about like, the traditional stores that you go out there and you shop from. They hurting right now. So a lot of people, they're just going online and just buying stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say this pandemic that we're going through, there's a gift and a curse with it, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Don't look at the stressing. Look at the blessing. You dig what I'm saying? And use it to your advantage, man. Because money wise, it's out there. It's out there.
Absolutely.
That's number 4, right?
It's number 4, and number 3, entrepreneurship. Starting your own business, starting your own company, registering and getting your own LLC. You know what I mean?
Entrepreneur, not the case. Entrepreneur always give me hell to fucking spell,
man. That's why I use my phone. Can you spell it? You wanna play yourself in front of the people?
It's
Okay.
EN, because I'm a spell Nazi, but I just told you entrepreneurship is one of my kryptonites.
All right. Shit, nigga, banana is one of my kryptonites. Banana.
Really?
Banana. You know what I mean?
God, banana. All right, banana. BAN. Ain't there like 7 N's in banana?
Science. Science. That's an old joke.
Let me say real quick.
Patrice O'Neal.
Guarantee. Gives me a hard time.
I get so mad with Guarantee. I get so mad with Guarantee. I mean, like, Guarantee, why, nigga? Why you like this, yo? You stress me out, yo. And I don't want to spell you in front of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to spell Guarantee in front of somebody.
I gotta say, I gotta say guarantee in order to make sure that I spell that motherfucker correctly. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's G-U.
I think so.
G-U-A-R.
Nigga, you asking me? I'm afraid to say it. Nigga, business gives me trouble sometimes. Business.
Right. Yeah.
Business
I know the part. I know which part. Is it 2 S's? Is it 1?
God damn it.
Hey. But all right, so wait. So all right, real quick. Entrepreneurship. E-N-T-R-E. Entrepreneurship. Right. Anyway, so yeah. Number 3, way to get to the bag. Entrepreneurship.
Starting your own businesses. If you ever watch like Gary Vaynerchuk, I remember seeing him talking about just something as simple as going to thrift shops and buying certain products and just reselling them. You know what I mean? Baseball cards, magazines, whatever. Yeah. That's on the basic level of entrepreneurship. That's on some, you know what I mean? You just get something right fast. Reselling. That reselling is entrepreneurship in a sense. Buying clothes and reselling them. Yeah, that's a you know, on the base level. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother.
As we cut you. No, there's people who's hustling real smart out here. Real smart out here. And they getting the most and doing the less.
Yeah.
Doing the less. You feel what I'm saying? But you just have to want it.
Yeah.
You have to want it.
Yeah.
A lot of times people get turned off because of the process.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want it. You feel what I'm saying? And like you said, it's as easy as going to any wholesale spot, you know, any wholesale, Alibaba, you know, one of them spots, getting some shit and selling them for a little bit more.
Yeah.
You get money. But you know, a lot of people don't want to have to go through the motions.
Yeah.
You understand? Some people are hungrier than others.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship. I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, you know, get a food truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely the new joint right now. Food trucks is big right now.
Big time. Afro Taco. Big shout to Afro Taco, man.
Okay. Shout out to them.
A lot of King's meals from Afro Taco. You feel what I'm saying? Big shout to Tosh. You know what I'm saying? Selling her jewelry online.
Yeah.
She was supposed to. We wanted her to be on this show. You know what I'm saying? But this is, you know, it's a time thing. You dig what I'm saying? So we're gonna have her on something else. But she's doing very well selling her jewelry online. You know what I'm saying? Social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, being your own boss, man. Being your own boss. Entrepreneurship, man. So definitely a fly way to get to the bag. And
absolutely.
It's as simple as finding something that you're interested in or something that you really believe in. And you know, getting into it and selling some product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Master P said some shit that always stick with me. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna get rich, you need product. That's it. You need product.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah. You have to have something to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and again, a lot of this stuff that we talking about is reflective in a post-COVID world. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You know, there's still brick and mortar stores out there and brick and mortar establishments, but we trying to suggest stuff going into the coming years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So are there any like online places that people can set up their online shops and stuff to sell stuff?
Yeah, I think you could do it through like Shopify. There's a bunch of different apps that help you set up like an online store shop through, you know, Shopify. Amazon has I think a program as well. So they're doing, you know, especially if you're doing like drop shipping, which is basically like you saying, you know, they're buying a product that you've gotten from, say, Alibaba, and you've gotten at the wholesale price, and it's basically it's basic business of what companies do. They get something for a wholesale price, or they get it in bulk and they sell it to you at a retail price to get their profit. So there's a bunch of online shops. If you're like a illustrator, you want to do T-shirts, they got whole websites to where you don't have to have any inventory. You just upload your artwork, and people could buy your stuff through the actual website that that's hosting it. And of course you're going to split your profits. You know what I mean? But and then entrepreneurship goes even beyond selling goods. You know what I mean? It's also selling services. So if you're a cook, you know what I mean, and you print up some cards or whatever, and get together a menu and put your put a little spin on it, a vibe, make it vegan or whatever. And I know people that are winning that way. They selling dinners. You know what I mean? They get themselves a menu and get that, and that's a great way to maybe get to the next step of getting maybe a food truck after that. You know what I mean?
What about OnlyFans?
Wow, that is a form of entrepreneurship, huh?
I think so, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the new thing. A lot of these chicks out here getting to the bag on some entrepreneurship through the OnlyFans.
In a major way. God damn, OnlyFans should have been like #1, because these shorties is winning out here. God damn, how much is what's her name making? China Doll, Black China, Chinatown,
Cardi B, Black China. They making millions off of this new thing, man.
What, showing ass? They showing ass?
Well, a lot of times, from what I hear, a lot of times, you even got to be so. I think you could be showing your toes.
Yeah,
you could be cooking some food. It ain't all got to be fucked up. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I personally have not experienced an OnlyFans. I do not know how it goes, but I know that a lot of these hoes is getting a nice check off of it.
I want to say something, and I got to do a pause before I even say it. So pause on. Pause is on. I seen this guy's feet, but there's gonna be some people out there that probably want to pay to see his feet.
Who that? Who that?
You.
Me?
Yeah, I seen your feet.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
Son of bunny.
You talking about my yabba dabba doos?
Them shits is yabba dabba doo. Yeah, there's gonna be some people that got like nostalgia, Flintstone nostalgia. Like, them niggas look like fucking Barney Rubble feet. I'm telling you. People will pay for that. OnlyFans. You can get your cake up right now. On OnlyFans, yo. OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. Anyway,
yeah, if I was younger and I ain't had no family, I'd throw in a mask, you know what I mean? If I was, single, smash something out, get some bread. Hell yeah. OnlyFans.
Man, I feel some strong editing going on. I feel some strong Ali on the boards with this right.
Anyway, next one on the list. Now we went from 5 to 3, and when we put this list together, we both had different. Well, the 1 and 2 are the same, but we had them in different positions.
Yeah.
So his #1 is my #2, and my #2 is his #1.
Right. Pause. Anyway,
shorty. It really was not shorty. It don't matter.
Yeah. So, right. We for our own personal reasons and our own experiences. We agree on these. Yeah. But he has a degree of experience in his #1 that I don't have. Yeah. And a little bit vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? But we agree that these are #1 and 2.
Yeah. #1 and 2. Yeah.
#1 and 2. So we're gonna elaborate separately on our 1s and 2s because it doesn't go in line with the countdown. You dig what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know, who you want? What you want to think?
Well, my number two was real estate. Real estate, I think, and he has, you know, experience in real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real estate in terms of the ways you can make money, you can fix and flip, multifamily, wholesaling. Wholesaling is something that I've been procrastinating on. I want to get into, you know what I mean? But wholesaling is basically kind of like the middleman of the whole buying and selling process, and you can get in on the entry level, so you don't necessarily need to have like a real estate license or whatever. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of people who teach about wholesaling. Jay Morrison teaches about wholesaling. Mark Whitman, I think that's his name. I went to a seminar that he had about wholesaling. Tony the Closer, that's on the $1 Million Worth of Game show. He actually has a program called Rona Proof, and he gives up a lot of game on wholesaling, and I think he gives it up for free, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah.
He actually rivals. He rivals Jason Morris. They got their bullshit.
It's weird.
It's weird.
But yeah, it's the real estate market is always going up. You know what I mean? For the most part, the only hiccups was, you know, the housing market boom. Hopefully we don't have to go through. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to go through that again. But I mean, to own land, I mean, that's a great way to transfer wealth from generation to generation. You know what I mean? It's one of the cornerstones of gaining wealth, generational wealth in this society. You know what I mean? That you have more experience. Well, your number two is your number two.
Well,
what's your number two?
Okay, my number two is stocks.
Yeah, stocks.
Right? Now, you know, I'll suggest to anybody, like, I love money. I like money. I love I love money, right? Money is a tool, right? But what it is that I would suggest to anybody, try to look at all the people, I'm not going to say successful, but the people who have money in this country, that have money in this country, and look at the ways in which they got the money. You feel what I'm saying? Now the black community, you know what I'm saying, is fly, again, like we said, within the last couple years, 10 years, I'm gonna say 10 years. You can see me? Yeah. In the last 10 years, the information out there, you know, it's out there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We was at a disadvantage prior to 2010, 2009, as far as like finding out certain things. You know, obviously it's still out there, but you would have to know somebody that knows somebody, and da. Yeah. I'm big on being a fly on the wall and hearing the conversations of the haves as opposed to the have-nots.
Yeah.
I already know what the have-nots got to say. I'm intrigued with what the haves got to say, right? And stocks always, you know, with rich people, stocks is always in the conversation. Always in the conversation. Always in the conversation. Right. And I, you know, I noticed that it's like, yo, like, you know, they're not gonna teach this stuff in the classroom. They're not. You know, the more ignorant the masses are to how people get these riches, is the better advantage for the people that's rich. You know what I mean? Because they need people. They need workers at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? But being long-winded to say stocks is definitely a way to get to the fucking bag. You analyze these blue chip stocks. Blue chip stocks are like the heavy hitters and stuff like that. And again, that was an advantage of this pandemic that happened in March of 2020. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of these companies were in panic mode. It was the best time to buy a share of blue chip or one of these big time stocks, because then prices were low. You feel what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You buy low, you sell high. You feel what I'm saying? What it is, you know, you look into a company that you really believe in, a company that you like, and you can own a piece of that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? You know, they say, you know, it's not as easy as just, oh, well, I like Coca-Cola, and then you're gonna go ahead and buy. You can, but it'd be silly to buy a share of Coca-Cola when it's doing extremely well. You wanna catch these stock options when it's low and a little bit affordable. You feel what I'm saying? Now, you know, Nike, if you like Nike sneakers and stuff like that, you know, it goes beyond just buying a pair of fucking sneakers. You can actually own a piece of that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? You sit on it and you can collect dividends, you know, quarterly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're more versed on it than I am. But I know that, you know, and I'm by no means at all no stock expert, because I have yet to go ahead and buy a goddamn share of anything, but I know what companies I love and I know what companies I want to go ahead and buy into, but it's a timing thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting until the time is right and the price is right to go ahead and invest in stocks. Like how's the payout thing? Like, again, I'm by no means, you know, any expert, but I know that a lot of these you can get money quarterly and stuff like that if the stock is doing well.
If you invest in, like, not all companies give out dividends. Right. You know what I mean? Some people do day trading where it's more fast-paced action. You can make a couple of $100 in a day or a couple of $1,000 in a day if you're really moving and shaking. I personally do like a long-term investing. You know what I mean? So I'll buy into, I actually started off, this is the simplest way to really start off. First of all, get the knowledge. Follow people like Dr. Boyce Watkins. The guy,
he's good.
Yeah, another brother that goes by the name of Wall Street Trapper. He's pretty good. The Earn Your Leisure podcast, they always having information about stocks and stuff. And I'm about to dig into 3 books myself. I got this one, and these are books I had for a minute, but now, you know, I'm trying to
bring it to the camera. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I got this one right here. This one, Investing 101. Yeah. This is from stocks and bonds to ETFs to IPOs and essential primer on building a profitable portfolio. It's having trouble saying it. All right, and this one right here. This is, now, if anybody knows about brother Dr. Claude Anderson, he does a lot of shows with Dr. Boyce Watkins, and because of the goddamn background, Big Jay-Z and Nas, I can't really show it. I'll post it up.
Is it right?
Yeah. Right. Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. It's the national plan to empower Black America. Now, this talks about economics as a whole and how it pertains to us and how we need to navigate and thrive within the system, because at the end of the day, the financial system that we are all ingrained into it's a game. It's a big game. We're playing Monopoly with real money and real consequences, you know?
For sure.
And these people out here, the rich folks, the people who've been controlling this game, they know it. We just never realized that it's a game. And we never even thought that we could be playing this game. You know what I mean? So thank God for people like Jay Morrison and Dr. Claude Anderson.
I'll take advantage of our ignorance.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Dr. Claude Anderson, he's an OG with this. He's been talking about this stuff for a long time. You know what I mean? He's actually one of the people that contributed to the information that the brother Ice Cube put in his plan for a contract with Black America. You know what I mean?
That platinum FUBU plan?
Nah, not the platinum. That's what the Republicans was putting together. He put together an actual plan.
I hate that name.
What? Platinum plan?
The platinum FUBU plan. I hate that.
Yeah. No, that's a Republican. No. Ice Cube joint was the contract with Black America.
Oh, right. I mean? Yeah, correct.
You know what I mean? And from what I understand, people were getting on him saying, he went to Trump and he went to, that's not what happened. He actually put together a plan with brothers who are real versed in economics and the things that we need, you know what I mean? Plans that were supposed to be enacted since the days of Reconstruction, you know what I mean? So he got with the Boyce Watkins and the Claude Andersons and, you know what I mean? Got together and came up with a plan that he actually presented to the Democratic Party at first, you know what I mean? And the Republican Party must have heard about what he was doing and wanted to holler at him. They hollered at him, you know what I mean? He didn't go to them, but you know, it is what it is. But also, this book right here, I'm also about to dig into the energy of money, a spiritual guide to financial and personal fulfillment. You know what I mean? So I would say, before anything, before all of this, just do some reading. You know what I mean? And once you do a little bit of reading, you can get you could start off real simple. I've started off real simple with my own little investing, and that's through apps like Robinhood. I got let me see if I can find it on my phone. Yeah, I got
there's another app.
God damn it. Yeah.
There's another app. I forgot the name of it, man. That's real popular, man. With stock people, people invest in the stock market and stuff like that. God damn it. I forget the name of it. But I'll remember, and then you could do Ali on the boards later.
We'll let the producers put the thing
you know I mean? But a lot of these apps make it user friendly for you to invest in the market. You feel what I'm saying? Like you were saying, you know, do the knowledge independently. You feel what I'm saying? And don't rely on somebody to hold your hand. Understand how it goes, you know, S&P 500 and all that other type of stuff. And don't get discouraged by, you clicking through the channel and you see all this CNN stuff and all that type of stuff. This, and how it's presented on the board and all that other type of stuff. That stuff is deliberate to turn you off. If you're not a numbers type person, that stuff is gonna turn you off. Don't be discouraged by that. You feel what I'm saying? That's where the money is. Yeah. The money is there. You know what I'm saying? Get familiar with the money language. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Get familiar. And go ahead.
Yeah. The reason why I had put it as my number one is because if you so happen to have, say you have a nice little bankroll, like 30,000 that to invest, you know what I mean? Which you could in fact put that into like a down payment on a house or whatever, and do that. But if you didn't, for instance, want to deal with like overhead or, dealing with actual profit, you can invest that money. You know what I mean? If you have big chunks of money like that, you can invest in the blue chip type of stock and get like a quarterly type of payout. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Every quarter, you're getting a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000, which is kind of like getting money from a tenant in a sense.
And it's as easy as doing it from behind a monitor.
Yep. You can go Robinhood, Stash, Acorns, even Cash App now. You can buy stock on Cash App. So they're making it real easy. Or you can do like the Ameritrades and the E-Trades and go down to an actual brokerage firm and do it that way. Well.
It's about working harder, it's about working smarter, not harder. And please, y'all, you know what I'm saying? we from the hood, we from the ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? Don't make these people feel like they smarter than us. You feel what I'm saying? Because they not. You know what I mean? You know, again, like I say, get familiar with the money language. You know, don't think of it as something boring. Boring. Get excited about it. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because they hide. You know, they not trying to work hard and do a whole bunch of manual labor and stuff like that. They're using their mind. They're using their brain. And the thing is that we have our finger on the pulse of a lot of fly shit. We the tastemakers and stuff like that. Transfer that savviness into the stock market. You feel what I'm saying? If you feel like you a trendsetter and stuff like that, apply that to the stock market, man, and make a grip. Make a grip. You know what I mean? You know, because they doing it. You know what I'm saying? We need more people involved in that. That's on the top 5 ways, you know, to get it.
Yeah.
It's at my number 2 and it's his number 1 for a fucking reason. Because this is one of the ways how people get rich in this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't ignore that. You know, you can ignore it if you want to, but you're gonna lose out.
The 3 main ways people in America get rich, and probably across the world, is entrepreneurship, stocks, and real estate. Those are the 3 central ways that, you know, people transfer wealth, gain wealth, and things of that nature.
Well,
America, you know,
that segues into my number 1, which is real estate.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I could personally attest to that and say that real estate literally saved my goddamn life. You feel what I'm saying? Now when I say that, I mean that, you know, it you know, I personally, you know, I'm no real estate guru. I'm not that at all. It's stages to this shit. I'm a small fish in a big fucking pond. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, I've been following guys like Jay Morrison and you know a couple others, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. You know what I mean? And I was always fascinated with not living paycheck to paycheck and finding a way because in your lifetime your biggest bill is going to be the roof over your head. You feel what I'm saying? Either paying rent or mortgage. And you might as well pay a mortgage because then it's something that goes, you know, it comes back to you. You know what I'm saying? You're not to live. You know, you never get that money back if you're paying somebody else.
Yeah.
So this goes in line, like you said, within the top 3 ways of how people get money in this country. Like I tell everybody, analyze all the people who have money in this country, and these 3 things will come up in the top ways of them getting the fucking money. You feel what I'm saying?
The business, real estate, buying, selling stocks. Yeah.
Come on, you know, if you want to build legacy for you and your family, like, you know, it always kills me when people say, well, you know, you get a house and, you know, you're going to be in debt. Why you do all of that? Like in debt. There's such a thing as good debt and bad debt. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when I return to the essence, it's left over to my son. You feel what I'm saying? You know, at some point, the shit is going to get fucking paid off. You dig what I'm saying? But you keep it in the family. You know what I mean? And the value of houses always goes up. It's never gonna go down. It always goes up. You feel what I'm saying? And there's a whole bunch of tax advantages to it. You know what I mean? You know, you hold on to it, you do work to it, you make the equity build up, you could do cash out refinance, you know, you stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of financial advantages to getting assets such as property.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely is.
I wouldn't speak on it if I didn't experience it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there was a time that I was living paycheck to paycheck, and you know, and with the situation I'm in, I don't have to worry about where, you know, how I'm gonna pay rent or how I'm gonna, you feel what I'm saying? Because you know, like there's different ways and different approaches to get into the real estate game. It all depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is overall, it's nothing but benefits to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get in buy and hold, you get in fix and flip. You know what I'm saying? You know, me personally, I'm doing buy and hold because I want to leave a nice portfolio back for my son.
Would you ever get into fix and flips?
I guess at some point, but you know, for me, like
I was just always curious, you know, for people that.
Yeah, at some point. But right now, all I want to do, I'm just playing Monopoly. I'm just trying to buy up as much property as I can. You feel what I'm saying? While I can, you know, because there's certain regions in the country that prices are still relatively low. I'm a Brooklyn dude. You feel what I'm saying? Prices in Brooklyn is sky high. You feel what I'm saying? And just getting into the game, again, it's all dependent on what you want to do. But you know, you could do house hacks. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you get yourself a 2-fam, 3-fam. Anything more than 4 family is considered commercial real estate. You know what I'm saying? But you could do a house hack, live in one of the units and rent the other 1 or 2 out, and you know, and have the tenants paying for your mortgage. You know, the numbers gotta be right though. It's not you know, just going in. No, calculate the numbers, see what works, and execute it. You feel what I'm saying? Especially, there's a lot of advantages for first-time home buyers because then you can get your house at 3.5 down payment. You feel what I'm saying? You know, anything after that is 25%. So I would suggest anybody, you know, a good game plan is get into the game. You know what I'm saying? Save like at least maybe $10,000 to $15,000 if you can. You know what I mean? Again, it's a regional thing, so it was depending on where you wanna set up shop. But find yourself somewhere, you know, that meets you halfway. You know what I mean? Take advantage of the low down payment for a first time home buyer. You know, I would suggest anybody get yourself a four unit, live in one of the units, rent the rest out, and then you're off to the races. You know what I'm saying? It gets cheaper than us just doing it in the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources that you can go on and build on. You know what I'm saying? But this is, you know, just a quick synopsis of one of the ways to get it.
Yeah. This whole show, these are like the basics, you know, top way, topical ways of getting money. Of course, each one of the things that we've been talking about is, you know, layers upon layers and more information to be gained. But that's the whole point of us sharing information. We can bounce information off. So I got some dope ways to get to that bag. You know, hit us up in the comments. You know, hit us up, Ali Oxenfree on IG or Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast on IG. Calligraphy NYC, exactly. You know, put us on the game. Let us know what's the ways that people are getting to the bag. And you ain't talking about scammers. You know what I mean? Or selling K2 or nothing crazy like that. God damn it.
Let us know how y'all get into the bag, man.
You know what I'm saying? But if you know what I mean, you are a scammer and you got the PS5 hookup, you know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't, you know, these are jokes, allegedly. So man. So like you're saying, real estate, I'm trying to enter that game right now. I'm in the process.
I'm trying to get into stocks myself.
Yeah, he's trying to get into stocks. I'm trying to get into real estate. You know what I mean? And we trade information. I mean, I actually got into real estate through 2 guys that I actually work with. Shout out to Dawson. Shout out to Aurora. And these are young dudes too, man. And they was through, you know, Robinhood, Stash, Acre. You know, they put me on to that like 2 years ago. And I started with, to be honest with you, you don't need a lot of money. I started $20, maybe $100, maybe.
Now you talking about stocks? You talking about stocks?
Yeah. I'm talking about stock. I started maybe $100, and then you kind of like you could. The cool thing with those apps is you can set it to where they start like at every month they're taking out maybe $50. So I have one where they just taking out $50 and just putting it to whatever stocks that I like, and I'm looking at my bank account. I'm like, God damn, why ain't no money? And then I look at my investment account. And, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? And it's basically your money is just working for you. You know what I mean? Your money is just working for you.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's like it's like a weird game where you just put money in and you just watch it grow. Now, of course, it goes up and down because that's the way the market is. But for the most part, much like real estate, the stock market goes up. It continuously to grow. So, Bitcoin is another thing too. You know what I mean?
I told myself, you know what I'm saying, when I get my hands on a nice grip, because when I go into it, I want to like try to invest maybe like 5 or 10 grand or whatever. You know what I'm saying, and put it in one or two of the companies that I really believe in, and just sit on that motherfucker. A lot. The thing with a lot of people in our culture, they look for momentary satisfaction. They want the shit right now. Come on, man. The ops it's a longevity game. It's an endurance game, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of the
ops
stuff
plays 10, 20, 100-year games. You know what I'm saying?
And it's going on right now, y'all. Going on right now. You feel what I'm saying? All this COVID shit and all this other type of stuff. This is the longevity game that they playing. You feel what I'm saying? So if you give a fuck about your lineage or your kids and all that type of stuff, you really love them, play this longevity game. Play this longevity game. These clubs and all the other type of shit, it'll always fucking be there. You feel what I'm saying? But we talking about legacy and generational wealth. Play the longevity game, because I'm telling you, the ops are making sure that they lineage is straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop with all the looking cool and all that type of shit, because you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. You can do both. You can look cool and be setting your family up, but don't sacrifice setting your family up for looking cool today. And again, like there's not no dictating to nobody. How you want to live your life is how you want to live your life. But again, this episode of the Top 5 Dead Alive is about getting to the fucking bag, to the real bag. You feel what I'm saying? And again, we can't cover it all in just this 40 minutes or whatever. These are suggestions that we bring up to y'all, and it's up to you if you want to go ahead and do your due diligence. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. Ali has experience in stocks. I got a little bit of experience in real estate. We just getting our feet wet. You understand what I'm saying? But we planting the seeds, and that's the whole point.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole point.
I didn't have like parents who planted them seeds, so I'm trying to plant my seeds
neither
now.
did I.
For the kids, for the shorties after that. So
that's right. That's right. So that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all like I said, do your due diligence and fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. You know what I'm saying? The resources are out there. Look into it. You know what I'm saying? If I could do it, if I could do it, Ali could do it, you can do it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I guess maybe by the time you guys is watching this, y'all would probably know who's the president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
But no matter who it is, just make sure you know that the world is yours, and whatever you want to do, you can get accomplished. Just be consistent and persistent in it, and do the research, man. You know what I mean? Do the research. The knowledge is there, man. I'm tired of that old saying that if you want to keep something away from black folks, you put them in a book.
Yeah.
Start reading these books. I'm about to get started. My next couple of months, It's just me trying to read a book at least every 1 to 2 weeks. You know what
That's
I mean?
right. And speaking of entrepreneurship and books, get that Kicking It Kids Enter the Rap Scallion by your man's Ali Oxenfree and myself. You understand what I'm saying? It's available on Amazon.
Let me ask
Kindle,
you a question. You ever been like a security guard in the airport?
Yes.
You know how I knew that?
How you knew that?
Because you're good with the segues.
And on that note, yeah, what was that? You know, what was that? A rite of passage? I did security in JFK in like
you know the segue because they always on them segway.
Yes, yeah, get it in the segue. Yes. You know what I mean? Segways was not around back in them days, but yes, this rapping ass negra, man. And check for Ali Oxenfree's music, you know what I'm saying?
I got some
New
stuff.
York Life is out.
Yeah,
you know He got a ton of music out there. Y'all check for his music, man. It's very dope. Very dope sounds, you know what I mean? Dope lyricism. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Can't believe they get that.
I don't know. But I was like, that's a great segue. Hell yeah. Kicking the Kids Enter the Rap Scallion, available on Amazon, Kindle, and Barnes & Noble. And if you're in the New York area and you want a copy, hit up me, Ali Oxenfree, or Calligraphy NYC.
That's
and
right.
We'll personally autograph it and send it to you. You know
I used to steal hella shit out of when I was doing security. I used to rip my pockets open and dump mad Victoria's Secret and polo shirts in my shit. You know what I mean?
I heard they getting it out of Amazon, but you ain't hear that from me. You know what I mean? I got when you get the job at Amazon, y'all, I'm not telling y'all to give me the hookup on
Just
the PS5. I'm not telling y'all that.
You know, I discovered why they be them videotapes of dudes throwing packages.
Why?
Because they don't want to get bit by dogs.
So they throw the package to see if
No, because a lot of times they go to houses and people have dogs that might not necessarily be on the leash. So they just throw the fucking packages.
Wow.
That's one to grow on.
And that's one to grow
on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow.
So yeah.
All right. So,
Top
man.
5 DOA podcast.
Yeah, man.
Another great show.
Happy voting. Happy election day to y'all who went out there and did y'all civic duty.
Yeah.
Look out for Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas coming soon. Right on the t-shirt, designed by that guy right there, Calligraphy _NYC.
For sure.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You got that. That's the entrepreneurship right there. You're gonna have a bunch of those shirts, prints, all of that. Mugs.
That's right.
I mean, you wanted to get tattooed on your girl ass, holla at that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little extra. That's a little extra. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Top 5 Live podcast, yo.
Yeah. Big shout to the Cobweb. Big shout to Nash. Big shout to Rob, Mel, Karanja, A-Star.
Absolutely.
Najila, Jamila, Tosh. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if I forgot you, we'll catch you on the rebound. That's the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. Y'all be safe.
Be safe.
And get to the bag.
Get to the bag. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. I am your boy, Ali Oxenfree.
And I'm Cal Doggy, Calligraphy NYC.
And we out.
CALLYROC.